How y'all doing today? We're gonna have a little fun tonight. Talk a little shit. You gotta go through these process. You gotta take your phone and put it on do not disturb, cause people call you. And when they know you doing a live, I'm gonna clear a whole lot of stuff up tonight. And I'm gonna just, I guess I just start now, cause I ain't gotta wait. I don't do all that waiting. Time is valuable. Folks got things to do. Hey everybody, it's Stan the man with the plan. Stanley Tarver show. Listen, I put a post out yesterday. It talked about getting paid. Talked about getting paid. Now, hey, it ain't on a secret. Monetized by Facebook and have other business interests as far as that goes right there. Now, I'll say this. The post that I put up there, it was dead on. But I'm gonna give you the genesis of the whole story. Last year in March. Was it March? Yeah, it was March. I got with Nina Taylor to talk about some bills, some some house bills. When I got with her on them house bills, I was dumb to the fact of how the House of Representatives, the state House of Representatives, it worked. So she kept feeding me bills and kept feeding me bills and kept feeding me bills. So I started reading these bills and what they encompass. Like the body cam bill on Gavan, the Gavan did. She had a bill about what was it? Excessive force during a police stop. Well, you can if you swing your arms at the police trying to put you in handcuffs, you hit them in their chest or something. Now you went from a misdemeanor to a felony. I started looking at those kind of laws. So Nina told me, "Hey, Stan, I'm gonna run against her again." I said, "Okay." I back Nina, and I'm gonna back her again whenever. But that opened my eyes up. So last year, I started doing videos. So the reason I started doing videos because one of the van had got flamboyant. She had her chin up, and she thought she was untouchable. She thought she was untouchable. What I did starting last year, and I just keep going. Starting last year, what I did, I studied those house bills that she only passed. I mean, got passed by her bills. And what I found out, the majority of her bills had a flaw or a loophole in it that would disparage black people. So I got Peaches, my girl Peaches. Last March, yeah, March, the end of March last year, me and Peaches started doing lives every night at 6 o'clock. We did them from March all the way to September, all the way to September. And we were banging banging these bills for those that said that I never talked about the bills. On that journey, what started happening, people started to look at what I was talking about, looking at those bills, like the body cam, the body cam. I'm gonna say this: the body cam bill killed one of them van. That's what got her seat took. The body cam bill. The body cam bill stopped people from seeing they loved ones in a time of need and closure. Now, fast forward, Jabari gets killed. They won't show the video. Homewood cop kill a boy in the car with a girl. One little van was at the park in Homewood when WGLD had the stage and sponsored the event. And at this time, Birmingham knew that body cam was bad. They knew it. What's up? What's up, Urban Ham? They knew this bill was bad. And at that time, they were about to release balloons and everything for Jabari. One little van tried to get on the stage. Brandon basically told her when she was trying to come up on the stage, "We ain't doing that politics shit out here today. We ain't doing that out here today." And then I started thinking even harder. You are that intrigued with the camera and you want to be seen that much because you were running for mayor at the time. That what she was doing, running for mayor. She wanted to be seen. And if y'all remember, I started this last year, over a year ago, this campaign against Gavan. Stanley, why you fucking with Gavan? You know why I'm fucking with Gavan? Because I read them House bills. That's why. I don't give two fucks what you think. I don't. Because the ones that give a fuck ain't read none of the bills. Ain't read none of the bills. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, she's arrogant as hell too. So at that point in time, I had a crew of four. Me, Peach, I ain't gonna call her two people night. Crew of four. Every night we studied one of the Gavan's live, and every day we would bring them to the table. This is what we talking about tonight. She lying like a motherfucker. She lying. It's provable. But the straw that broke the camel's back, when she came over here to my neighborhood, basically, we known her and went to New Hill because somebody told her to come over here and talk about, this is on Father's Day last year, exactly. And talk about the houses that were decrepit and this, that, and the third. And that's when she's running for mayor. So my page started growing because I was doing this every night at 6 o'clock. My numbers and my followers were growing, growing, growing. They were growing very fast. Okay, this the part y'all want to hear. The part about getting paid, Stanley getting paid. This what y'all want to hear. I was contacted by a pack out of Montgomery. I mean, not Montgomery, but Prattville. Right down by Montgomery, about 15 miles from Montgomery, somewhere around there. And they had been following my page. And they, at this time, I was working for Will Rucker. Never forget it. I was doing an accident scene on I-59. This shit like out the movie. I was doing an accident scene. White lady, tailored suit, walk up on the fucking interstate The southbound lane was blocked. Northbound lane still going. But what had happened was it was a fatality. So you couldn't have came down. You couldn't have came down 59 right off the Parkway. You'd have had to go down First Avenue and come back up going the wrong direction. The police and the record service were the only one that could do that in the corner. So it's a fatality. This lady, what is it, black Yukon, pulled up. I'm like, damn, we ain't gotta wait no more. Hit the corner, go. So it wasn't a corner. I saw the lady go to this person, and that person, and finally to me when somebody pointed at me, and she said, "I see that you busy right now." She gave me a card. She say, "Can you call us later on?" She say, "What time do you get off?" I said, "I get off about 5:36 every day." So I did this after 2 months of me and Peaches starting off in the garage, building my brand. So I made the call when I got home, showered, called. The person on the other line said they introduced themselves to me. I said, "How you doing?" And they said, "This is would you be interested in making a little money?" I said, well, "Of course I would, but what would it cost?" And this is what they told me. It don't cost you nothing. I said, "So you're giving away free money?" They say, in a sense, basically, yeah. So I was like, talk to them about it. What were we talking about? So they said, "Stanley, we've been watching your page for 2.5 months now. And you are doing exactly what we need someone to do." I said, I wasn't following them. I said, "What do you mean?" "We want Gavan out of the house." Well, before then, in March, April, they contacted me in May, May or June. My page has been up running for 2.5 months. And I said, "Keep doing what I'm doing." "What do you mean?" He said, "We're watching you. We're watching your platform grow. And you are educating people on these house bills that one of Gavan introduced and passed." And they told me this. We don't want, they say, it's a pact. "We do not want you to change anything that you do. The only thing that we could do to help you is send you more information." I said, "For real?" But me and my 14 crew, we had an information gathering all day, every day. This is 24 hours. That's why I stopped it. That's why I ain't do it this cycle on this House legislator thing. So at this time, they told me, "Keep doing what you're doing, and we're gonna drop some notes on you. We just gonna drop some notes on you." I didn't know that the notes meant they had already contacted her neighbors. I didn't know that they had already contacted her family members. I didn't know that they had contacted a lot of people in her immediate circle because they didn't want her down there. Well, shit, I ain't want her down there either because I felt like you down there 16 years, and the only thing that you could do is pass bills that I felt like You were hurting black people. So I say bet. I say bet. At this time, people start hitting me up left and right. Stan, I'm so glad that you teaching us about these house bills. We had no idea. And I know they didn't because I didn't either. But they brought it to the forefront. I mean, they were like, I'm glad people just didn't know. They just didn't know. She had been down there for 16 years screwing black people. That's what she was doing. So I took it. I don't tell you how much it was. I took it. By this time, my Facebook page was racing, 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 racing. So I was like, okay, boom, July hit. My business account had $5,600+ in it. I looked at Peaches. I said, Peaches, you see this? Peaches, you see this? And that was for 1 month. 5,600. The next month, my page kept growing. The next one was 6113, $6,113. So we damn near 12 in 2 months. Now, I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna go. I'm no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for later on this. The third month, we dropped back down to about 5,030 $5,033.15. So I'm like, Peaches, you see this? Crew, y'all see this? Y'all see these numbers? You see what this money looking like? So the fourth month, was $4,800 even. 4,800. So now we in 4 months. 4 months. We keep it going. Now we deep into this mayoral race. The next check was 7,500. We getting real close. The next check was 5,100 again. And I'm sitting here looking at my folks around here. We started this journey. We started this journey in March with Nina Taylor. I'm canvassing for her. I don't care what happened, but she lost. Nina lost because when we started this, it wasn't no Alicia. It was just Gavan and Nina. And that's what we thought we was gonna have to go against. So uh I'm looking at the money that we made. We made. And I'm sitting here looking like, damn, on Facebook? Not even on what you call it? YouTube. At that point, I decided to create a YouTube page. So, and I ain't telling you where the money coming from, but later on in this story, I'm gonna get into that. So, once the people start reading these bills and figuring out that people wasn't lying to them, they booked. They booked. They bucked on Wonderland. when she's running for mayor. If y'all were following me last year, y'all knew that I was on every damn night at 6 o'clock for for 6 straight months. I was going in, I was acting a fool. I was doing whatever to get that attention to Wonderland. It worked. It worked. Now, I say this. Wonderland didn't help herself because she was going live every night. She was being flamboyant and she wasn't being businesslike. And that turned a lot of people's heads because it turned my head. I ain't got no voting power over there. And my main goal was, I said it last year, I'm going to say it now. Once I finished reading all of those bills that she put out there, I came on this platform right here and I said this. Wanda Gavan, it is my duty to get you removed from any office in politics in the state of Alabama. I came on this on my live right now. I said it and I meant it. Now, around August, September, one look at van saw that I was picking up traction. So her move was, she'll stay legislature. She got a little pull down now. She got a little pull. Her move was to call the FBI on me. That was her move. Call the FBI on me. That I was stalking her. But what she didn't realize, she was telling people that if she didn't know me, that's what she was doing. I don't know him. I don't know him. Y'all know what I did next. Somebody tell him what I did. I dropped all our text messages that she don't know. So FBI called me and asked me what was I doing. I told the FBI straight up. I say, listen, I'm not really bothering her. Me and her don't even share a page together. She's blocked me and I blocked her. So anything that she's telling y'all about, her minions working for me now. And they reporting to her what I do. And see, that was my strategy. I knew when she blocked me, that's when I turned it up. So she had them spies on my page, and it's going back and forth telling what I was doing. So it hit ahead. They called me, and they was like, "No, this will happen." Before the FBI called, one of she was campaigning on high grass and potholes and homicides. While she was campaigning on high grass, potholes, and homicide, the next fucking door neighbor to her property sent me a bunch of photos and videos of her property. Viral moment. 500,000 views. 500,000 on that one video. And it's still going up now. And that was last year, damn near a whole year ago. Then I was sitting here like, this internet shit, this social media shit is something real serious. So I posted that, and boy, so got somebody downtown working for me. I gave her a couple of dollars. They sent who owns the home. So when I posted that video, that same video I posted who owned the house, one of the Gavan name was on it. It's some dumbass people want to say she don't live there. I ain't get two flying fucks about who live there. It's her property. The grass is 5 feet tall. So we're gonna keep going. Now we damn near at the election time. I slowed all the way down. I ain't bothered no more. So I'm still not telling you where the money coming from. That's later on down the line. I hook up with our bank's Stanley Tarver. This is where I hooked up with him. I'm at work. I think that boy named Brandon. I forgot. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, Brandon, I'm sorry. He was running for city council too. He was special in my heart because he's a special education kid that came up and got himself together. And Carl McCrew brought him to me. And we worked with him. We worked with him and we worked with him. We got him on the live videos on my page. And he was good. But he wasn't that good. He was good though. But he wasn't good enough to beat yeah. Was it Tate he was running from? No, it wasn't Tate. Might have been Tate. Might have been Tate that he was running against. But he had the heart to get out there and do it. So I'm at work. Brandon hit me up in my inbox. He say, I want you to, this guy wants you to call me. Call him. I'm like, who? He put the name of R. Banks Stanley Tarver. So I called him. Not knowing that I already know him for real, but not for real, for real. So when I called him, we chopped it up. Invited him to my spot. We did a few lives together. We went over to Dolomite, did a live outside in one of my partner's yard. House Unlimited opened up. I took him down there with me too. I took him down there at House Unlimited. The first time I went down there when Chris Coleman opened his club up. Chris looked at me in my eye and say, I don't think this is a good idea. I say the podcast? No, he said the cast. I said, okay. But he say, if you got faith in him, you rolling with him, it's on you. We did a decent job. We did all right. We got him out there. Really did. The next week, we did the same thing at House Unlimited. This time we added Keisha Sharp. A wonderful addition. Keisha's A100 professional. Did a pretty good job then too. So that was in what, November? November. So after we did that, I don't know. I started feeling some kind of way. Started feeling that our Banks the Angela Barber was a one trick pony. And what I mean by one trick pony, his ass don't want to talk about nothing but the mayor. Who else? The police chief at that time. And the sheriff at some times. His focus was only on the elected officials around in this city. I'm like, why? Is that all you? Wait a minute, somebody at my door. Okay, I'm back. Now I'm trying to figure out why is this whole skilo on black elected men in Birmingham. I couldn't figure that shit out. Nothing in the world. But it kept coming. But then, like I said, Javara got killed. So it shifted off of them. Shifted on Homewood. That's when I really found out that he was an activist. No problem with that. I think we need activists. I'm just not one. But I would support an activist. Right after that, Miss Burrell got killed in Raleigh. Me and Bobby teamed up with London Malone and Myra. Fed the family, loved on the family, and we did that. We did it. So fast forward. After Howard's opens up, I'm telling Bobby, this is what I did. I said, Bobby, I want you to look at this. I showed him a deposit made to my account. Now, I still ain't said where it came from. Now, I'm gonna go back to 2 days ago. Bobby said, we already know Stanley getting paid. Stanley getting paid. We already know he bought and sold out. Well, motherfucker, if your ass could read, it say Facebook deposit. Dumb motherfucker. And every number I gave y'all on this video was a Facebook deposit. You think I let the left hand know what the fucking right hand doing? No. But just on Facebook, in amount of what is March, no, April, no, May, June, July, August, September. 5 months. 40 bands. 5 months, 40 bands. I was trying to bring his ignorant ass on with me. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. I was trying to bring him on. I was trying to show him, yeah, your page monetized, Bobby. But your monetization is $1.67 this month. $10 this month. I was going to give you the piece of the puzzle that your ass was missing. I was going to give it to you. But you want to keep sitting in a motherfucking car doing videos, not upgrading your shit. I went from a damn card table in my garage to a living room table with a fish tank to a whole broadcast room with tables. Now I'm sitting on a level with microphones to reach, all in 5 months. I told you I was gonna tell you how to get this bag. I was gonna tell you how to do it, but no. Every time, I'm gonna tell you something else, Bobby. Since we're talking, you had your little lie the other day. I looked at it, Bobby. I'm gonna just tell you this. I'm gonna be straight up honest. You say you don't fuck with me no more. I ain't fuck with you in much, bro. I ain't, you didn't. Me and you was here. You didn't let me get here because you want to stay down here. I'm gonna leave your motherfucking ass right there. That's what I'm gonna leave. Whatever you deserve to be. Now, you always want to talk about who ain't well, who ain't doing this, who ain't doing this. Who if what do you say? If you didn't come to Montgomery and you running for some, don't vote for the ass. That what Bobby said. Well, I'm gonna ask Bobby this question right here. If D. Reed was on the ground right in front of your motherfucking ass and you were filming, why the fuck you ain't do nothing? Why Gavan had to step up and you a man right there? Give me this man shit. Why you didn't say nothing? See, I didn't notice. Homewood, when Jabari got killed, women went to jail. Your ass was there every day. You ain't never went to jail. You ain't never went to jail. Them women was going to jail. Now, Stan, I wasn't even there. I went back to work. But goddamn D. Reed right there, 5 feet from you. 5 feet. Even though Gavan did it as a photo op, but she was there. You wouldn't. And then you gonna do a video where you outside of the Capitol, pointing at the doors down there and over here, talking about the white folks and we need to do this to them. We need to do this to them. And then you fucking take a picture with a cracker. Yeah, you did. I don't give a fuck what his relationship was. You did it. But you talking about the other cracker. Yep, you did it. Who are you? Who are you? Activists activate. Everybody that's an activist don't have to be a foot soldier. A.G. Gaston ain't never marched with Martin Luther King. But I'd be damned if he didn't have my room when he was through walking. You want everybody to do that. You want everybody to take our work and do this, do that, and the third. Everybody ain't about that. They had the buses down there. Took many buses. It was a good photo op. That's all it was. It was a good photo op. You want the folks to take our work for a photo op. That's all it was. I get it. It showed unity, strength. But can we save Jamara Figure's seat down there? Can we save it? Or did we go down there for nothing? You talking about I'm selling out for $1. But when all said and done, I'm getting paid because my page growing. That's all it was. But I'm selling out for $1. But I'm gonna tell you this, Bobby, and this is about $1. I've been on Facebook maybe for 10, 12, no, 12, 15 years now. I've been the same me for the same amount of time. But you know what? I was doing this same shit for free until I started watching people like Kevin Samuels, seeing how he monetized the process. I started watching other content creators. It's a long process. Most content creators get tired and die out within 1.5 years because it's a full-time job. And that's where I'm at right now, Bobby. I got a full-time job. I got a full-time job. But this content creation stuff is a full-time job. Now, you say I was bothering Gavan this year. You a motherfucking lie. If anybody know me, watch me last year and watch me this election, they'll tell you I ain't bothering this Gavan. I did. I did a couple of memes, couple of videos. I ain't do nothing this year because my work was out. My groundwork was already laid last year. It was her bills, house bill this, house bill that. The black people had already started reading them because I was pounding them in their head every single night. Only thing you can pound in your head is whooping Stanley Tarver and Pie kill Gavan. Shit. We ain't kill her. Her bills killed her. Let me ask you a question, Bobby. Since you want to suck the milk from Wonderland's titty, about a month ago, then Wonderland voted against the city of Birmingham being able to decide to give the mayor a raise. And I'm gonna sit back and I'm just sit in. Think about it. Did Wonderland do that? And you want to know why he shitted on her. That's why he shitted on her. Because she been vindictive since the mayor's race. Everybody know it. We saw it in action. We saw it live. We saw Wonderland asking the streetwalker lady how much her stuff costs. Come on, bruh. Don't worry about what I say. Worry about her actions. Because you can't control me. You can't. But this is what we gonna do. We gonna find out what's the asphyxiation with me. Cause I ain't said nothing about you in over a month now. Only thing I said, and it wasn't about you. You had a post up that said, y'all content creators, y'all let y'all folks know the bus is rolling out tomorrow morning. I was asleep because I got off late. And I didn't put that out. And I went on your page saying, Barbara, I'm sorry. I just saw this. I said that. That's all I said. But you always got to put a nigga name in your mouth. And then fall back on some whole shit. And I tell them in their face. But I love them. Man, that's some old punk ass shit if I heard it. You always got to say something about somebody. But you know what? I ain't finna do no more. I ain't finna do no more lies about Bobby. He ain't bringing me shit. It ain't even worth it. But I'm gonna say this. We saw something very dangerous Tuesday. We saw Jamel Brown capture over 15% of the votes. Now, black people, off of a Facebook, Instagram account, he can garner, I think, like me and him was shit about the same number a year ago. I was at 77, he was at 75. Now he at 150, 60,000 followers. That's weight. You take that over to YouTube, you sit around about the same number. So I think at this point in time, and I'm just as guilty of it too. We get out there and tell people to vote. I don't care who you vote for, but vote. He lost. He came in third place. No, fourth place behind Miss Flowers. Now, this how this shit really go. You want to see somebody that's paid for. He made a post that said, Tuberville, I need to talk to you. We need to have a meeting. And he posted it. He posted that. Then he's saying he's going for, what is it, District 2 down there, Mobile, between Mobile and Montgomery. Do you know if he jumps in that race, Shamara Figgs is all but gone. Can't split a black vote down there when he ain't win but by what, 5%? You can't split that vote down there. I would be happy with the non-voters than to have somebody like him. He's totally admitted that he's a Trump supporter, running in a Democratic seat, running for a Democratic seat. He said it. Go to this page. He said it. And you know, I guess me, Urban Ham News, just don't get the credit for telling the truth and the facts of what this shit really was about. Black people, we need to stop running off narratives. You know what? Stan been paid. You motherfucking right. 5 months, $40,000. Facebook gave it to me. Cause my page grew. I ain't gonna tell you what my other hand did. But that's what I showed Bobby. That's why he was able to speak on it. I'm gonna close with this right here. Bobby, I like it, bro. I really do. But I just can't fuck with you like that no more. And like you said on your video, you don't fuck with me, but I ain't fuck with you in a long time for real. But I'm gonna say this. Y'all don't take y'all ass down. If y'all wear a bald head, don't go to Bobby Barber Shop. Don't do it. I went. Bobby cut my head without using shaving cream or fucking wet towel. Hot towel. Didn't even have a fucking sink in the motherfucker. Shit was just like getting your fucking haircut on a fucking front porch. Go to that ghetto shit. I'm just being honest because that was my experience going to Bobby's. If I'm lying, may the Lord strike me down. That was it. And matter of fact, I won't call a name out, but before I got my hair cut, there's another known media person in there. He just cut their head the same fucking way. You can, I don't know what he's doing with the regular haircut. Guess he's pretty good because he got business. But don't take your ass down there if you wearing the bald head like we do. You know we care about our head. He down there. All right, that's dub. All right, that's dub. But he did cut my head without putting no shaving cream or a hot towel on it. And that's what we get when we go to a real place and get a real haircut. So, and that's what they taught in school. So, all right, I'm done. Hey, I'm gone.